It all began one evening when I was sitting with my wife, Aisha, at the dinner table. We had been married for 8 years, and although things weren't perfect, I thought we had a decent marriage. That night, however, she laughed a little too loudly about something that happened at work. When I asked, she smirked and said, "Honestly, if I had to choose between you and my coworker, I'd pick him. He's more fun, more ambitious." At first, I laughed it off, thinking she was joking. But the way she said it, with that sparkle in her eyes, cut me deeper than I wanted to admit. Over the next few weeks, I noticed her attitude toward me changed. She became distant, often glued to her phone, smiling at messages she never shared. When I asked, she'd snap, "Why are you so controlling? He's just a coworker." Her sudden defensiveness raised alarms in my heart, but I tried to trust her. After all, trust was supposed to be the foundation of marriage. One Friday evening, she said she was going out with her colleagues for a late-night dinner. Something inside me told me not to let it slide. I called a friend of mine and asked him to keep an eye on the restaurant she mentioned. A few hours later, my phone buzzed with a message from him, a photo of my wife, holding hands with her coworker, laughing like a teenager in love. My chest felt heavy, but I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I waited. When she came home that night, pretending to be exhausted from work, I simply asked, "How was dinner?" She lied smoothly, telling me about team discussions and office jokes. I nodded, but inside, I was already planning what to do next. The following week, I decided to test her. I told her I had to travel for work over the weekend. She seemed unusually happy about my absence, almost relieved. That's when I set up a small camera in our living room, just in case she decided to bring her friend over. It hurt me to go to that extent, but my gut told me I wasn't wrong. On Saturday night, I sat in my car outside the house, watching the camera feed on my phone. Around 9 p.m., my wife walked in with the same coworker she had once bragged about. They laughed, kissed, and acted as if my home was theirs. My heart broke, but at the same time, my anger pushed me beyond tears. I recorded everything. The next morning, I confronted her calmly. I played the video in front of her, and her face went pale. She stammered excuses. "It's not what it looks like. I was confused. He means nothing to me." But the truth was clear. She had already made her choice long ago, the night she joked about preferring him over me. Instead of yelling or throwing things, I quietly told her, "Pack your things. You've already chosen him, now live with that choice." She tried to beg, saying it was a mistake, but the betrayal was too deep. I had given her trust, loyalty, and years of my life, and she had thrown it away for cheap thrills. I filed for divorce within a week. When her family heard the truth, they were shocked, but I showed them the proof. Nobody could deny it. Her reputation, which she had always valued so much, crumbled before their eyes. As for her coworker, he disappeared after a few weeks. He wasn't interested in responsibility. He just wanted the excitement of stealing another man's wife. Once she was free, he lost interest. The same woman who once bragged about choosing him over me was now left completely alone. Meanwhile, I rebuilt my life. It wasn't easy at first. Sleepless nights, anger, and sadness haunted me. But slowly, I realized her betrayal was not my failure. It was her choice, her weakness. I focused on work, reconnected with friends, and learned to enjoy my own company again. Months later, she tried contacting me, asking if we could start fresh. I ignored her messages. She had burned the bridge herself, and I had no reason to rebuild it. My peace was worth far more than her empty apologies. In the end, I came to see that her boastful words had been a warning I didn't want to hear at the time. She had already revealed where her heart truly was. The difference was, I finally had the strength to walk away before she could break me any further. And though betrayal hurt, freedom felt better than living with lies.